Hello Franklin 5th grade families. I am Mr. Ashby, sitting in our new beautiful classroom. I am teaching reading this year, and things are a little bit different with the way we will be switching classes and the subjects that we'll be teaching, so I'm going to explain a little bit of that. So I will teach reading to both classes, to my class and to Mrs. Donovan's class. Mrs. Donovan and I will switch, the teachers will switch. So I will go to her homeroom and teach reading, and she will come to my homeroom and teach math. So the students will not be switching to cut down and help with social distancing. We will each teach writing and social studies and science to our own homerooms. Again, that's a little bit different, but we will try to make the best of it. As far as expectations for your students, we talked a lot the first few days of school about simply being the leaders of Franklin, being the student body leaders of the school. You know, I think more than ever this year is extremely important for our 5th graders to lead by example and to do everything that is being asked of them, and just to do the right thing even when no one's looking. I think if a younger student sees them doing the procedures correctly that we have laid out, they will be more likely to follow those procedures. So our main expectation this year for me is to really be the leaders of the school in that regard. Switching to what will be brought to school from home. So homework material-wise will be very light this year. Now that's not to say that your student won't have any homework or won't have anything to do, but as far as lugging home social studies books, worksheets, things like that, we're trying to limit what goes home and what comes back. Also, if you look over here, you will see the lockers that your child has, and with a bunch of books and a packed backpack, those can be a little tight, so we want to make sure that they can fit everything in there as well. We have a new reading program this year, and that allows for a lot of their work to be done in class. And if you look in the back of the room, you can see these independent reading books in each tub that are labeled, so your child will be able to pick from whichever reading genre they want. However, those books will have questions that come with them. So they may be asked questions about their book. So with that, I recommend them reading at least 30 minutes a night. So with all of that being said about the work and the homework being online with Google Classroom, now not to say that there won't be a project or something that your child will bring home, but for the most part, the in-class work and the homework will be on Google Classroom. This is a corporation-wide push, and in case of a possible shutdown in the future, which hopefully we don't have, but if we do, then all of our elementary and 5th grade students will all be on the same page doing the same thing. So if you can't get on at home, if you need some sort of assistance, please let me know, and I will let Mrs. Pancake or Mr. Jones know, and they can get your help. First few days, I can't say enough about the students and their attitudes towards being back at school. They did everything that we asked them to do. They were very mature about everything, all of the procedures, and I think it's just evident that they want to be here around their friends, and I think that they are willing to do whatever's necessary to keep us in school. So it was really encouraging the first few days to see all that, and hopefully we can keep that going. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. With that said, I look forward to a great school year and can't wait to start week 2.
Hi, my name is Ann Donovan and I teach 5th grade at Franklin Elementary School. I will be teaching your child math, and I will be teaching my homeroom writing and social studies. I will also be teaching Mr. Ashby's class math. Just wanted to let you know, due to social distancing, the students will not be trading classes, the teacher will be trading classes. So the students will be staying in their own spot for the duration of the day. Our expectations for the year are for your child to be a strong leader. We would like for your child to be a good role model to all the younger students here at Franklin. So that is our main expectation for the school year. Most of our assignments will be taking place in Google Classroom. Homework will be light. I'm not saying that there will be no homework, but homework will be, for the most part, on Google Classroom. We are doing this in part of not having so many papers being traded among students. So if your child is having difficulty logging on to Google Classroom or accessing their homework on Google Classroom, please email myself and let me know what the problem is so we can get that fixed. Let's take a tour of the classroom. You will notice in the classroom there's lots of informational math charts for the students to use. They may get up and look at those charts anytime during the day. Also, there are Cubbies for each student. The students can use the Cubbies for any of the information that are passed from the school to the students. So therefore, papers will not be passed out. They will be put in the Cubbies, and then the students can get the papers from their own Cubby. Also, there are objectives for each day. The objectives for math, social studies, and language will be posted each day. Those objectives will also probably be found in their assignment book, so you will know what the students are learning each day. Each student will have their own computer that nobody else will touch but themselves. And they also will have an assignment book with assignments written in them every day, so that you can see what the students have worked on during the day, and if there is any homework that they need to complete on Google Classroom. You will also notice that each student has a locker. The lockers aren't tremendously large, but there is room for their backpack and their coat. Also, here's some more rooms. You will notice that the desks are socially distanced. We will be wearing masks when students get up and move around the room. We have plenty of hand sanitizers for the students to use. We have them on the wall. We have them spread out among the room. And we also have plenty of Lysol wipes to wipe down any surfaces that need to be wiped down during the day. One thing I always get asked is how can I help my child at home with math? One thing is all students need to know their basic math facts. So when they come in 5th grade, I expect them to already know their addition and subtraction facts. So one thing that you can do as a parent is make sure that you practice multiplication and division facts. One, you can do it using flashcards. You can make your own flashcards out of index cards. We do use several math programs in the classroom that you can use at home as well. One is Moby Max, Khan Academy, and Zern. Students will have all of these login informations with them in their assignment book, so you should be able to access these all at home via the internet. Just wanted to let you know that the first 2 days have been awesome. Your children have been great, following all the expectations. I know this school year didn't start off the way that everybody planned for it to start off, but they are following their social distancing rules, and I expect a great year. Thank you.